Sal Vindagnir is part of the unified civilizations that worship the Primordial One and the Four Shades, and it's as old as Enkanomia. Inside the city lies many secrets and mysteries, one of which are the murals inside a secret room. When you enter it for the first time and light up the 4 torches in the corners, a cutscene plays that shows these murals in a specific order, which means that it's meant to be read from that said order, and even implying that it's in chronological order too. Starting with the first mural, we see a big character with wings and a crown on its head, which suggests that it's a celestial deity, so the only candidate that fits this description is the Primordial One. Then there's a group of people who are 2 royal figures and some humans in front of them. And they seem to be reaching out to something that's being handed out to them by the Primordial One, which I think is wisdom. I'll explain more in details later. The text on the right translates to, "The faithful angel's help." On the other side of the same mural, we see a big mountain colored in green, which represents flora and nature. This green mountain is the old Dragonspine, which was called Mount Vindagnir back then. Above it is Celestia watching over the humans. We once again see a royal figure who is pointing up and saying, "Listen and learn for yourselves," to his people who appear to be lifting bricks on their back and climbing the mountain, and at its peak we see a building under construction. This means that the humans are using the wisdom given to them by the Primordial One to build something. This parallels with how the Shade of Time Istaroth gave wisdom to Abaraku in order to build the Helios. I've seen some players say this thing is the Celestial Pillar, but that's false because if that was the case, then the mountain should have been colored in white and not green, because the snow we see today came from the Celestial Nail that fell. On the last mural, we noticed that the building that was under construction is finally done, and that's the kingdom of Sal Vindagnir, sitting on top of the green mountain with wind blowing on both sides. Many players have noticed that the thing on top looks similar to the sundial associated with the time shade Istaroth, but they failed to know what it meant. But I think I know. It's meant to represent the passage of time between the first and the second mural. And just like that, we conclude that both murals show us how Sal Vindagnir was built. I want to now talk about an amazing detail that I noticed while making my own research. Outside the secret room, a bunch of letters are written in the primordial language, and after translating them using this format, we get the sentence "Inem Erev," which is in Latin, so in English it's "human raise," which I think is cool since it's basically telling us to raise the gate of the secret room to access it. If you didn't know, that's how you translate these letters. You first decipher them and translate them from Latin to your language. Thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing to the channel.